Slow living is not wearing flowy dresses in the garden while you wait for your sourdough to bake. Although I am definitely guilty of that as well. Instead, it is a mindset and lifestyle shift to move at nature's pace instead of trying to keep up with society's race. If that sounds really complicated though, and you're not exactly sure where to start, in today's video, I'm sharing with you 3 simple slow living practices, whether you are super busy in life or maybe like me and run your own small business with a never-ending to-do list. So if that's what you want to see, go ahead and make yourself a cup of tea, get nice and cozy, and let's dive in to your first simple slow living practice.
Ask yourself, is this an emergency?
And if the answer is no, then why are you doing that task with such urgency? I catch myself all the time rushing through my to-do list. Whether it's doing the dishes or typing up an email, I am trying to complete that task as fast as possible. But the problem is, your body doesn't know that this is just another chore in your day. It sees that urgency as an emergency, and it'll start producing adrenaline and cortisol trying to help you complete it more quickly. But in reality, it's just adding even more stress to your day. But slow living is the opposite of speeding through your to-do list. It's taking a little bit more time to be present and do that chore at a more natural pace. Unless it is truly emergency, which I hope isn't happening to you every single day, there is no reason to move with such urgency. And you might even find that task more enjoyable when you slow down and savor it a little bit. For example, I used to avoid doing the dishes and would let them pile up next to the sink. But once I started practicing slow living and asking myself this question every day, I found myself kind of enjoying doing the dishes. The feel of the warm water on my hands, getting to look out my kitchen window and see the birds, enjoy the food we put out, even just the little tiny bubbles floating through the air. Slow living helped make that mundane chore kind of magical, which actually takes us into our second simple slow living practice.
Start tracking the magical moments.
Or as you may have seen some on the internet call it, glimmers and romanticizing your life. It's those little moments that make you smile and feel so grateful to be alive, such as the sun shining through the leaves, casting dancing shadows on the walls, or the steam of your morning coffee rising and swirling off of your favorite mug, or maybe seeing some strangers laughing and hugging on the sidewalk. It's literally anything that makes you stop and think that there is still good and beauty in this world. And this little practice of looking and tracking the magical moments helps to train your brain to slow down and start searching for them without you even thinking about it. It kind of turns the everyday into a whimsical scavenger hunt and will completely change your perspective on life. At least that's what it did for me back in 2022 when I started my own magical moments practice. And it's still one of those things that I write down in my journal every single morning and reflect back on whenever I'm having a rough day. You can start your own magical moments practice the same exact way, keeping a list in your journal or on your phone notes app, or even taking a picture of the magic and saving it into a special album on your phone. But what about the days where nothing really feels magical? When it feels like everything is against you, nothing is going right, and your brain keeps telling you that you stink, aka my luteal phase every month. Those days, it is your job to create the magic. Maybe you could compliment a stranger, bake your favorite chocolate chip cookies, go for a walk out in nature, call your best friend, play some whimsical music while you work, or try one of the other 100 ideas I gave you inside of the free Magical Moments Guide. This beautiful and free PDF is filled with ideas, tips, activities, journal prompts, and so much more that will help you slow down and romanticize your life in just a couple minutes a day. You can either scan this QR code here to instantly download your free Magical Moments Guide, or click the link down in the description. Speaking of creating some magical moments for yourself, this next simple slow living practice is gonna infuse a lot of whimsy into your evenings.
Learn a cozy hobby.
Such as crocheting, knitting, coloring, learning an instrument, gardening, or even baking sourdough like we mentioned at the beginning of this video. Literally any activity that helps relax your mind and forces you to create something with your hands versus consume something with your hands, aka scroll mindlessly on your phone all night. because I have definitely been guilty of that a few times. But I have found that getting into the habit of indulging in my cozy hobby every single evening, even if it's just for 30 minutes, has drastically improved my mental health and really helps me slow down every single night, which has also really improved my sleep as well. Plus, when we make something with our hands, the effort-driven reward system in our brain lights up and releases a ton of dopamine into our bodies, aka the happy hormone. So you'll feel less stressed, more relaxed, and happier just by finding a cozy hobby and practicing slow living. But Tara, I'm too busy for that every day. Trust me, I get it. I have been running my business completely solo for the past 8 years, and my to-do list is literally never ending. There is always more work and more ideas that I could be implementing. But I have found for myself personally, and also all of the small business clients that I've worked with, that there is time in our days if we look at that pesky little setting in our phone called screen time. Now, I'm not saying you have to throw out your iPhone, run away to the middle of the forest, live off the grid, and never watch a funny cat video again. But if we could just trade 30 minutes of that scrolling time for creating time, like I said, you're gonna be a lot less stressed, a lot more relaxed, and a lot happier. And possibly you'll find your new passion like I did with crocheting. But if you need some more ideas of what cozy hobby you should get started with, this video here has 10 of my favorites waiting for you. And by the way, don't forget to subscribe while we're just like sitting here waiting for the next video to start and the outro music starts playing. If you're into cozy business hacks, slow living inspiration, or just want to hang out with a fellow Disney adult and Swiftie, we should definitely become besties. So subscribe and I'll see you in that video or in the next one.